And this evening's order impacts over a dozen public school districts in the county, as well as private schools and charter schools. Our Caroline Vandergrift takes a look at how districts are moving now to comply with this order.
The new directive from Dallas County forcing many school districts to rethink when the 2020-2021 school year will begin.
And it is rapidly changing, but at this time it is expected that we would have a virtual start instead of changing our school calendar.
The order came down right before the Grand Prairie ISD school board meeting began Thursday night. Superintendent Linda Ellis says the district still plans to start school in August, just with remote learning for all students and no option for in-person instruction. Garland and Irving ISDs made similar decisions. DeSoto, Duncanville, Lancaster, and Cedar Hill plan to delay the start of school till September 8th.
We acknowledge that this is a challenge for many of our families, but we've also received overwhelming support because as the numbers continue to increase in Dallas County, they are concerned about sending their children to school and exposing them and the rest of their family when they return home to any illness.
Right now, it's unclear when Dallas ISD students will start classes. The district plans to look at various options to reopen during a special board meeting next Thursday.
And through virtual learning. So now that we know that in-school is not a factor anymore, you could potentially see the administration come to the board on the 23rd and say, we want to start school on August the 17th because we know how to do that.
The Mesquite and Richardson school districts are also still evaluating how the directive will impact reopening their schools. RISD did say it will immediately stop all in-person summer camps and activities to comply with the order. The priority for every district, educating in as safe a way as possible.
Our number one priority right now is trying to educate in as safe a way as we can. And it seems as if it's going to be nearly impossible to be able to do that in our traditional model that we would use without significantly impacting the continued rise of COVID cases.
Several parents and teachers told me they're relieved the start of in-person instruction has been delayed with so many fears about COVID-19. But others say they're frustrated that there are still so many more questions than answers. In Grand Prairie, I'm Caroline Vandergrift, CBS 11 News.
And less than an hour ago, we heard from the Dallas Catholic Diocese who say their schools will voluntarily comply with state and local orders. Our focus is always on the best interests, health and safety of our students, teachers, and staff. Today's order has a big effect on high school sports this fall, including football. Bill Jones tells us the season is now on hold before it can even start.
High school coaches and athletes have been holding out hope all summer that there would be a football season this fall, and they still have that hope. But now many schools across the Metroplex know if there is a season, it's going to have a much delayed start. High schools started summer strength and conditioning programs more than a month ago, and a number of schools had their workout programs interrupted due to mostly mild or asymptomatic positive COVID-19 cases. Workouts resumed this week with the UIL approving offense versus defense competitive drills, but today's decisions will now suspend those workouts for affected school districts, and if schools are unable to begin practicing again until September 8th, it's likely the earliest football games would be played would probably be around October 1st.
The heart goes out to our football players, our football team. We've been working hard right now, getting ready for the start of the season. I understand where it's coming from. I understand that the best thing for us is try to keep our kids safe.
You know, I'm all for safety. I'm all for health of the kids. I totally understand that. But this is so important to some of these kids. It's their senior year, and it breaks my heart for them, you know, that I can't help them. You know, that's to fix this for them is just heartbreaking to me. And it's hard to sleep at night that you can't fix this for your kids, you know, because they depend on you.
High school football and volleyball preseason workouts were scheduled to begin on August 3rd in the state of Texas, with the first football games to be played on August 28th. However, now the target date to even begin practice is on September 8th. I'm Bill Jones, CBS 11 Sports.
And one more note about the Dallas County order. It does not affect colleges or universities or daycares that are not operated by the school districts. Frisco ISD is going to start the school year online. The school board decided this afternoon to keep the first day of school on August 13th. However, the first 3 weeks will be virtual. No students in the classroom. Details still being worked out, but the first day Frisco ISD students who signed up for on-campus classes will be September 3rd. Virtual learning will continue for all other students.